Mas maganda buhay sa WIC kaysa
Mga bata pa tayo, no?
ay, you're familiar with the build, right?
Yung amin lang.
Yes, sa inyo. Sige. Okay. Tingnan mo na.
Yan yung exit sa... Doon na,
Boss, tubig.
ginawa yun.
Waiter, pahing tubig.
Ba, ginawa yun.
Ang mga major na mga ano sa
Right turning lane.
MRT 7, LRT 2, sa South and North Expressway Connector.
Okay. Pwede lahat.
Moving out. Kasi na-experience ko yan. Way back. Stranded ka na. Dahil baka sukog yun. Pero kung makakatay sa iglesia pa, dapat yung isa, hindi na siya lalabas sa
Okay na tubig na.
Hindi ngayon yung palabas ng Malintaw, nakaharang yung barangay hall ng Caloocan.
Uy, may nakita akong barangay hall dito sa kanto ng Quezon Abat, Claro and Recto. Karsada yun eh.
Si Pinero sa Malabon, may silo. Nasa kalsada din ang barangay
Huwag
hall.
na tayo lalayo sir sa Malacanang. Tatlong barangay hulang giniba namin na lasa sidewalk.
Teka ko yung palabas kasi ng North Expressway, papunong nakaharang yung barangay hall nung
Ay, oo.
kaya hindi maluwagan.
Magandang umaga po mga kaibigan. Welcome sa isa na namang edisyon ng ating po namang Tapatan sa Aristocrat. Pag-uusapan po natin ngayon yung build at yung traffic. Magandang pag-usapan ito sapagkat sinasabi po naman ng pamahalaan na yung infrastructure ay kulang na kulang sa Pilipinas. Ito rin po ang mantra ng Asian Development Bank na mayroong infrastructure gap sa Asia. At dito pumapasok yung mga multilaterals para magkaroon ng karagdagang infrastructure. Pero may nagsasabi na magagaling daw in general ang mga politiko dahil kahit walang ilog, nagkakatulay. Kaya yan ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon dito sa ating simpleng talakayan sa Tapatan sa Aristocrat. We initially invited and we're hoping DPWH Secretary Mark Aguilar Villar would take time or probably send a representative to sit with us to give us an overview of the build. But as they say, the show must go on. We have former LTO Assistant Secretary and LTFRB Chair Bert Swansing, who's representing the Toll Regulatory Board. We also have with us the Executive Assistant of the Office of the General Manager, Edison Bong Nebriha. Siya po yung sinasabing killer, quote-unquote, ng mga sidewalk vendor at ng mga illegally parked vehicle sa Metro Manila. Siya po ang head ng Task Force Special Operation ng MMDA. Si Dr. Primitivo Cal ay isang Doctor of Transportation na nagpakadalubhasa sa London at ang narinig ko ay ex-future chairman ng MMDA. Pero mas magandang nasa academe po kayo so you can give us an eye view of what it is from the outside looking in. We're joined by Colonel Mariano R. Santiago. Siya po ay dating Assistant Secretary din sa Department of Transportation and Communications. Siya po ay dating boss ng LTO. Maganda ang usapan ngayon sapagkat buhay natin ang nakataya. Si Ayayo Pangko nagngungoy-ngoy, umalis daw ng 5:30 doon sa kanilang lugar sa Cavite, kararating lang dito sa Metro Manila. At ang suggestion niya ay yung lahat ng mga talunang player sa basketball gawin traffic enforcer. Pero is it really enforcement or is it really infrastructure? Ano ba ang sitwasyon? Let's start with MMDA. Bong, tell us.
Sir, I think it's a mix of one is infrastructure, because right now, sir, with the 646 square kilometers area of Metro Manila, we need 30% as road network, sir. So if we will translate that, that should be 8,200 kilometers of road network that is required all over Metro Manila. But in reality, we only have 5,200. So we're short. And out of that 5,200, sir, 31% are private roads. Hindi pa ho natin pa pwedeng daanan. These are the subdivisions,
Gated subdivisions.
gated subdivisions, and also the military camps and police camps all over Metro Manila po. Ano? So nandiyan na yung Camp Aguinaldo, Fort Bonifacio, and Camp Crame.
And Villamor Air Base.
And
too.
Villamor Air Base, yes, sir. So now, with that lack of road networks, most of it, yung the remaining 69% of which, marami po dyan are obstructed. There are proliferations of illegally parked vehicles aside from illegal vendors, particularly doon sa mga market places natin. Nandiyan po yung Baclaran, Balintawak, Commonwealth Market, all of this, and even the Visoria in Manila. And these are really the causes nung traffic natin. And another thing is enforcement. I also agree that it's also part because for the longest period of time, ang nagiging enforcement po natin ay nadadaan sa pakiusap. Yung mga enforcers na lalagyan. Ngayon po, we're shifting. There's a paradigm shift in enforcement. Hindi na po, may mangilan-ngilan pa rin, pero we are serious in getting rid of them in our agency. Yung mga nangungotong, yung nangungulekta, yung may payola, all of those we are slowly booting them out of the agency. So, ang ano po ngayon, parang we're going back to the basics as what Chairman Danny Lima said. Let's go back to the basics. Let's enforce with integrity para maniwala itong mga motorista, yung mga traffic violators in what we are doing. And at the same time, we're instilling back the discipline on the road.
Yeah. Sa ganitong pagkakataon, Colonel Santiago, kayo namuno sa LTO nung martial law. Siguro you were about 20 years old at the time. Pero anong pagkakaiba ng mga tsuper noon sa tsuper ngayon?
Well, iba yung martial law eh. Kasi sa martial law, in fact, if I remember right, naalis namin yung minibuses sa EDSA, naalis namin yung jeepneys, and madali naman silang pakiusapan. In fact, noong aming ini-increase yung napag-usapan lang yan, konting kwento. Noong pinag-uusapan yung pag-i-increase ng driver's license, gagawing 3 years, ang sabi nila, ba't kami magbabayad ng 3 years kung mamatay kami sa second year pa lang? Sayang. Pero ina-admit nila na sila ay naglalagay ng mga 40 pesos kada week. Pero ang sinisingil lang namin, 30, pinuprotesta. 30 for 3 years, pinuprotesta ng driver, pero hindi nila pinuprotesta yung 40 twice a week. Weekly.
Talaga?
Yeah. And when they understood, nagpaalam na eh. Sabi ko, nakita niyo ba, wala kayong resibo?
Aha. Pakilapit lang po ng mikropono yan.
Nakita niyo ba kako, wala kayong resibo? Ito nagbabayad kayo sa walang resibo, samantalang yung 30 pesos na driver's license for 3 years, pinuprotesta ninyo. So it's a matter of explaining to them.
Okay. Sa experience nyo, Engineer Swansing, iba rin yung tsuper noon sa tsuper nung panahon nyo. At ngayon.
Malaking pagkakaiba. Well, masabi kong malaking pagkakaiba dahil kasi noong mga panahon ng si partner ang LTO chief noon. Jeepney driver ako noon.
Ano?
Jeepney driver ako noon.
Talaga?
At that time, yes. Nagmamaneho ako ng jeep tsaka ng bus. At of course, pag pumarada kami sa gitna ng kalsada, huli kami. No?
Wala pang camera yon.
Wala pang camera yon. Then, of course, malaking pagkakaiba as far as disiplina is concerned.
Okay, disiplina. Pero yung number ng sasakyan,
Of course, malaking diferensya ng bilang.
nadagdagan ba yung kalsada?
Hindi ganun kalaking porsyento ang pagdagdag ng kalsada vis-a-vis yung pagdagdag nung mga sasakyan. During the time ni partner, siguro ang sasakyan nun at that time, wala pang 2 milyon.
Saka puro assembled na
Puro, yes, yeah.
Puro assemble.
Jeep owner, ganyan.
Owner type
Yeah,
jeep.
owner.
Oo.
Yung motorsiklo hindi pa uso nung araw.
Okay. All right. Talaga nga naman. Ano? Plywood ang body. You're talking of JD Line and CAM and MD.
Yung bus, hindi naman plywood, dawanit.
Lawanit. Ang plywood, yung bintana.
Yung
yung
bintana,
tinataas.
yes. Oh, yeah.
Why do we sound nostalgic? Dr. Cal, you're a doctor of transportation. Tapos meron build. Ngayon, meron mga gagawin sa Pilipinas, dito sa Metro Manila. Ano po nakikita niyong sitwasyon ng ating traffic? Pakiabot nga po ng microphone.
Siyempre, bad yung situation ng traffic, ano? But ang principal factor talaga, yung gap between supply and demand for transportation facilities. Na-mention ni Mr. Nebria na kulang na kulang yung development ng road network. Kulang na kulang din yung development ng mass transit system. Although nauna ang public transport, although nauna tayo sa pag-construct ng light rail transit, no? Pero ngayon, sobra na, naiwanan na tayo ng ibang countries. I'll give you an example. Sa Seoul, which is about the same size as Metro Manila, ang ridership nila per day is about 5.6 million. Tayo is about 1 million, which indicates na yung kanilang rail mass transit system 5 times the size of our network. So talagang dapat nga yung build to narrow the gap between supply and demand. Yan ang kailangan. Not only sa highway network, but also sa mass transit system.
Aba, okay. So, simula pa lang yan. Pero ano ba yung ginagawa sa build na nakikita ng Metro Manila Development Authority?
Sir, it will help us a lot, ano? Because of mga ginagawang highways ngayon at saka yung mga rail projects natin. This will really help our commuters. Una-una po yung MRT-7. MRT-7 will connect Quezon City up to San Jose del Monte. So meron pong dadaan yan sa Commonwealth Avenue all throughout hanggang papunta ng Bulacan. Yung LRT-2 extension which is undergoing right now from Santolan up to Masinag. So that's an additional kilometers of rail transit para sa atin. And yung pinaka magandang mangyayari dito, yung North and South Expressway Connector, yung Skyway po na tinatawag natin. Yan po yung magkokonekta ng yung South Expressway to North Expressway bypassing the streets and highways of Metro Manila. So pwede nyo na pong i-bypass yan kung wala naman kayong business talaga within Metro Manila. And aside from that, sir, we're also doing some reblocking projects all over Metro Manila. Para po, particularly in EDSA, matagal na po nating hindi nare-rehab yan, but we cannot rehab it all at the same time. So we're doing it 100 meters per direction.
Okay, very good. Bert, sa TRB, ano yung inyong activity?
For Metro Manila, ang ongoing ngayon is yung ating Skyway project, yung NLEX, SLEX connector, no? Dalawa yan actually. Yung isa is ang proponent is yung San Miguel na mag-umpisa doon sa present Buendia Skyway na magtatapos doon sa may Balintawak, no? Tapos yung isa naman is yung kay Manny Pangilinan na sa ngayon ay ginagawa yung segment 10 doon sa may Caloocan at magkukonekta yan dito sa PUP. Dadaan sa ibabaw ng PNR Railroad Track. So,
Okay.
kung mamimili ka, kung halimbawa galing ka sa Alabang, pupunta ka ng May Kawayan, you have a choice na kung gusto mong dumaan through Quezon City, din dito ka sa Skyway dadaan. Kung gusto mo naman dumaan through Manila, dito ka sa Manny Pangilinan connector dadaan.
Okay. So, may choice na pala.
May choice ka. Of course, ang completion niya ng pinag-uusapan, so far, ang completion date ng Skyway Stage 3 is placed at 2019.
Next year.
Next year.
So,
Barring unforeseen mga
Circumstances.
mga circumstances na unti-unti nating inaayos, no? Like for example, we veered away from the original alignment, no? Na babaybay yung kung napansin nyo, galing na Usmeña, kakanan ng Quirino, then diretso yan, babaybayin niya yung tulay, yung Mendoza Bridge, patawid ng Pasig River, then babaybayin niya yung Old Santa Mesa Road tsaka N. Domingo. But kasi nakita natin yung problema ng right-of-way doon sa lugar na yon. So, ang ginawa ng proponent is iniwas niya, no? Dito siya ngayon dadaan sa may San Juan River na magtatapos din doon sa may malapit sa SM Center Point. Tapos kukonekta na yan doon sa Araneta Avenue.
Pero kung di ako nagkakamali, nadaan ako dyan sa area na yan some time ago. Patawid kami doon sa patungo ng Mandaluyong. May mga nakaposte na ron, pero walang activity. Ano kaya yun? Is it because of the right-of-way?
May mga, well, meron right-of-way problems tayong tinatalakay doon sa lugar na yan. Ano? Especially doon sa pagkukonekta ng Skyway doon sa connector road ng Metro Pacific. No, dahil kasi yung magkukonekta yung Metro Pacific doon sa paglampas mo ng tulay, no, papunta ng PUP. Doon yun.
May koordinasyon yung TRB sa MMDA para maibsan ng
Yes,
traffic?
yes. We are coordinating closely with the MMDA, lalo na, halimbawa, kagaya niyan, yung Sibilia Bridge. No? Partially sinara natin because of the construction nga dun sa yung gagawing Skyway. Then also sa yung mga ibang kalsada where yung construction is being affected, naapektuhan yung at grade level.
Okay, very well. Sa ganitong pagkakataon, anong gagawin ng MMDA para maibsan ang traffic? Medyo malupit ito eh.
Yes sir, tama po.
Kahit
no?
walang build, traffic na.
Yes sir, traffic na po, wala pa yung build. And when we started this year, we already have given the people of Metro Manila a heads up that starting this year, we will experience more traffic because of all this infrastructure. Pero nakakatuwa naman sir, because of the coordination with the other agencies. For example, sir, yung MRT 7 project sa Commonwealth, everybody was saying this will be a Carmageddon when they start doing the Commonwealth area, yung from elliptical up to Commonwealth. But we have studied the area, we coordinated with Quezon City and other stakeholders there. Sabi namin, magbubukas kami ng daan, we will bypass this elliptical Commonwealth. Dito dadaan lahat yung mga public transport. We have segregated the public transport to the private motorists, except for the buses. And actually, sir, mas lumuwag pa with the ongoing construction compared before na wala. So, there are times na, for example, sir, yung sinasabi ni Secretary Swansing yung sa Sibilia Bridge. Same thing. Sinasabi nila na, nako, magkakabuhol-buhol ang traffic dito sa Mandaluyong, connecting Manila. But then again, we devise a traffic scheme that will be, that will ease the traffic dun sa area na yon to mitigate the effect of the ongoing construction. And I think, sir, it did well, particularly dun sa mga residente ng Manila and both sides, yung residente rin ng Mandaluyong going to Manila.
Yeah, Dr. Cal, please, your reactions.
Maganda kasi na open yung coordination. So may proposal ako na institutional changes. Kasi ganito, pag may problema sa traffic in Metro Manila, immediately i-blame mo MMDA kasi ang concept ng mga tao, MMDA is responsible. And yet, the solution to traffic is not under MMDA's jurisdiction.
Kanino po yun?
Nasa road development, DPWH, sa transport, basically DOTC and its attached agencies. Wala sa MMDA. Unlike sa Greater London Council, sa London Council, lahat ng areas concerned under one agency. So ang proposal ko, just for Metro Manila, dapat baguhin na MMDA coverage should be expanded to cover not just traffic management, which is, of course, we understood it's under MMDA, but also transport system development. So in other words, tatanggalin from existing agencies and put this under MMDA para talagang comprehensive. If there's something wrong, walang finger pointing, isa lang yung...
Anong papel ng LGU sa panukala nyo, ng local government unit?
may role, but purely local. Dapat kung metro-wide concern, talaga dapat MMDA. Just as nga doon sa Greater London Council, which is composed also of different LGUs.
Okay. Doon sa London, walang barangay captain. Ano? Wala ano? Wala. Wala kayo na po na. Anong problema niyo sa barangay chairman, lalo na dito sa nasasakupan ng MMDA?
Kasi sir, yung ngayon, every time that we will be operating on a barangay level, we need to coordinate with them. Meron po tayong local government code. They're also protected by that. So ngayon, ang ano po namin, every time that we will be operating based on complaints, particularly sa mga barangay road at saka local roads, we need to coordinate with them as a matter of courtesy. So at the same time, pag nalinis po namin yan, natanggal namin illegal parking, natanggal namin illegal vendors, we also turn it over to them. Ito, nalinis na namin, paki-maintain na lang. And if not, if it will not be maintained, then we also have recourse to file a complaint do sa DILG, and DILG will sanction the barangay if really there's a dereliction of duty on their part.
Okay. Napakaganda kasing pag-usapan ito dahilan sa nakikita ko sa footages sa television, ang kaaway mo, barangay eh.
Hindi naman sir, I always tell the barangay officials to work with me, mag-cooperate kami, magtulungan kami because yan po yung sinasabi ni Chairman Danny Lima, no? Let's put up the let's put up the concept of bayanihan among ourselves. Katulad po ng ginawa namin sa Estero de Magdalena, sir, alam niyo naman po yung sitwasyon sa Estero de Magdalena kasi sa amin din po ang flood control.
Ano yung Estero de Magdalena for the information of our colleagues from the media?
Well, Estero de Magdalena, we've seen it, nasa ano po yan, Padre Algue sa Manila, malapit sa Abad Santos. And we've seen how the situation there, marami pong informal settlers, at saka yung basura, sir, nakatambak na. Halos wala na pong makitang tubig, puro basura na lang.
Ano yung estero dito sa may Pikasal? Papunta ng Ayala Bridge mula dun sa may Arlegui?
If I'm not mistaken, sir, part yan ng Binondo, Estero de Binondo.
Kaya ko kasi naitanong, may naglilinis pa lang doon, hindi pa umalis yung naglilinis.
Yes, sir.
Puno na ng basura.
Puno na naman ng basura. That's a challenge that we are facing right now, sir. Talagang indiscriminate throwing of garbage in the esteros. Ngayon po, yun nga, ang pinagtulong-tulungan natin to interagency rin, yung coordination with them. Ngayon po, nakapag-relocate na tayo ng more than 100 informal settlers. We're starting to dredge the estero again. So that ngayon po, nagkakaroon na tayo ng habagat, wala pa ho tayong bagyo, binabaha na po tayo. Ang challenge sa amin is malinis to, maalis yung mga informal settlers, and magkaroon siguro tayo ng linear park through the coordination with PRRC.
Okay, maganda yon. Gentlemen, I'd like to ask you, pag ginawa ba yung karsada, meron bang coordination with the utilities? Like for example, yung MWSS, yung Manila Water, yung Maynilad. Dahil sa kumisan, napakaganda na nung karsada. Huhukayin dahil magpapasok ng tubo, magpapasok ng drainage yung mga taga DPWH. Ano ba talaga? At the same time, yung, ewan ko yung EDSA, hindi ko naman nakita na taas-baba yung MRT3 dapat dyan, pero mukhang yun na nangyayari. Taas-baba, may tunnel, meron nasa itaas. Parang walang long-term na plano ang gobyerno. Would you care to react to that?
Well, alam mo, we all came from the planning offices. Kami-kami ni na Dr. Cal. Ang problem is, basically, ang gobyerno ang sumusunod sa development ng environment. Hindi yung government ang nagdadirect kung saan papunta ang ating mga construction. Kasi tayo kaya nga naiipon yung mga commuters natin somewhere, yung zoning basically hindi nasusunod. Now, itong mga construction na ginagawa, mahirap mong pagsabay-sabayin talaga kasi yung iba private, iba yung kanilang corporate plans. At kung siguro yung flow din ng ating budgetary requirements. But one thing I noticed, nabanggit na rin lang ito, yung mga utilities. There was a time nung panahon ni Imelda Marcos na ako, chairman ako ng Committee on Post. Ang trabaho lang naman, ang miyembro ko, PLDT sa Cameralco. Itinutuwid namin lahat ng poste, nililipat namin ang poste, inaalis namin yung mga dangling wires. Ngayon, ang sama-sama ng ating mga
Malala pa sa
environment.
balbas ni Bin Laden yung mga kable ngayon.
Yes, lalo na yung ginawa ng Meralco sa mga squatter areas kung tawagin or uncontrolled settlements. Talagang yung mga pink na orange wires, talagang eyesore eh. Ang pangit.
Pagkatapos yung metro, parang ninja pa kailangang magbasa, ano?
That's right. So, yun
Only in the Philippines.
well, siguro nalilate lang tayo ng konti kasi hindi ko siguro institutional na rin ito eh. If you have local officials na 3 taon lang ang termino, wala nang gagawin nyo kundi magplano, may 1 taong natira, mangangampanya na ulit. Siguro kasama na rin to sa institutional
Okay.
change.
Pero sinasabi yung Bonifacio Global City is a private entity. Pero naplano, maganda, wala kang makikitang kabling kung saan-saan na nakasabit, no? Can we have that in Metro Manila? Although I asked Meralco years ago, pwede ba yung kable nyo sa ilalim na ng lupa? Ang sagot, napakamahal. Tapos nung yung PLDT, panahon ni Tony Boy Cojuangco, ang pagkakarinig ko, fiber optics. Pag panahon ni Manny Pangilinan, kable na lang yung gagamitin. So ibig sabihin, mas mura, mas kikita.
Yeah, but nung panahon ito ngayong Prime Minister ng Malaysia, total urban renewal ang ginawa niya. Nakabaon lahat ng mga kable eh. Kaya namang gawin eh, pagka talagang gugustuhin.
Paano kung yung utilities na nagpipinansa nakaupo? Paano? Wala na sasagot. Wala. Okay, di wala. We'd like to open the floor to our colleagues from the media who may have questions. Paki-identify lang po ang inyong pinagmulan at ang inyong mga pangalan. At go ahead with the question. No privileged speeches, please. Otherwise, we will cut you off.
Morning po. Rolly po sa DWBN. Kay MMDA po. Sir,
Yes, sir.
wala ho bang coordination sa inyong mga agency katulad ng DPWH bago sira-sira ng kalsada? Kasi ang problema ho, nakikita namin kayo pag nasira na yung kalsada eh.
Sir, meron po just like lahat po ng ginagawa ng DPWH ngayon, yung mga bridges po natin, makikita nyo po pag nagpapapress ko na po sa MMDA after our coordination has been done. Nandiyan na po yung Concordia Bridge. Nandiyan na po yung nasira po na Otis Bridge. Yung yung sa reblocking natin sa whole stretch ng EDSA. Matagal na po yan, sinabit sa amin yung plano, then ini-schedule po namin. Ang sinasabi po namin, lagi po kaming may coordination sa kanila na dapat yan, 11 ng gabi ng Friday up to 5 a.m. ng Monday para hindi po ma-mitigate natin yung effect ng mga construction na to, lalo po sa major highway natin na EDSA. Sir, meron po kami, maganda po yung pakikipag-ugnayan namin with DPWH NCR, even with DPWH center office. Yun po, lahat po ng mga projects na yan coordinated sa amin para yung effect ng traffic matugunan po namin.
Salamat ho. Kasi ho, napapansin ng mga commuters sumbong sa amin, giba na yung kalsada bago nakikipag-coordinate siya ata sa inyo. Kaya hindi alam ng tao kung saan dadaan eh.
Sir, pinapenalize po namin yan. Yung mga contractor na nagbubungkal na lang nang walang coordination sa amin. Napaka-stricto po ng traffic engineering namin ngayon dyan. Ultimong yung MRT, pag meron po silang lumagpas sa oras, nandiyan pa yung mga gamit nila, we penalize them. We need to do this para po ma-mitigate nga po yung effect nito mga construction na to. Dahil sobrang traffic na, wala pang construction. Tapos ngayon may mga construction pa. Kung aabuso po yung mga contractor na yan, pare-pareho tayong malilintikan. Kaya nga po sir, with all this construction going on, isa po sa mga mandated tasks ng Task Force Special Operation are to clear yung alternate routes. Kaya po tuwing may gagawin ng DPWH, ang task ko po is to find an alternate route and clear it. Para po yung mga kababayan naman natin, magkaroon naman po ng madadaanan na hindi po sila tutukod. It's like, sabi nga nila, Carmageddon, pero I do not believe in that.
Yung pong local traffic officers, nakikipag-coordinate ho ba sa inyo? Kasi po, bigyan ko yung example. Diyan po sa remedios staff, sabi nyo, kaba ng marami yung sira rin, pero wala akong nagta-traffic eh. Oras-oras ho, ang traffic dyan, volume.
So, liwanagin natin, sino may jurisdiction katulad doon sa particular area na yon? Is it MMDA
Or
or...
local.
Okay. Yes, please.
Sir, ano po, nagkaroon na po kami ng delineation ng responsibility dyan. Amin po yung national roads. Kaya yung mga local roads, sa kanila po talaga local traffic enforcement po yan. Ayaw naman po namin na saklawin yun, may kanya-kanya po silang jurisdiction, and we respect that. So ngayon po kung nagkakaroon ng problema, hindi nila kaya, and they will seek help from us to augment, lalong-lalo na po kung may mga activity, then we do that.
Okay. Yes, please.
Joey Dizon po sa Radyo Agila. Meron pong gustong iparating sa inyo sa MMDA ang mga taga-Tondo. Sabi niya, hindi nagagawin rito si Colonel Librea. Yung kapulong daw po, nahihirapan si Section Swing na dumadaan doon eh. Burulan ng patay, hugasan ng bote, tapos sidecar pa. Doon pa kinakatay yung mga Frigidaire na, hindi ko alam kung anong meron doon, nagagalit sila. Si Engineer Swansing, hirap na hirap po ron eh. Kaya tinatanong nila sa inyo eh.
So, ibig mo sabihin, si Bert na may patanong sa'yo, ha?
Hindi niya masabi kasi lagi siyang nahihirapan doon eh. Pag umuwi.
Okay, okay.
Sir, ito po just to give you an idea. Yung kapulong, sir, inoperate ko na po yan one time. Yes, sir, from Pritil up to R10. Tama po kayo, yung how you describe kapulong, tamang-tama po talaga. Ganun po talaga. Yung bahay po extended sa kalye, meron po silang mga tents dyan, yung mga motor naka-park san-san, yung mga businesses, they encroach not only the sidewalk, pero pati po yung road mismo. At mas masalimuot po yan pag dumating na po yung mga truck, kasi sumasama po yan sa parkingan. Yung Pritil up to the bridge, puro po yan, truck po yan. Then from the bridge up to R10, halo-halo na po. So, sir, nakita po ng mga residente dyan na nag-operate kami, ganito pala kaluwag ang kapulong. Because they were used to using just one lane, ito po sa pakikipag-unayan pa rin ng MTPB sa amin. Pero yung kung hinahanap po ako ng mga sa tao ng Tondo, yung mga kababayan natin sa Tondo, kakagaling ko lang po dyan last week. Sinimulan na po natin ang paglilinis sa Divisoria. So, but there's a concept of operation that we follow. Hindi naman po na pwede na Divisoria agad. We need to clear the arterial routes leading to Divisoria before we clear the main artery, so to
Sige,
speak.
mamaya ho sa programa ko, last dos, tinugon na ka ako ni Colonel Librea yung sinabi niyo.
Sir, nilinis na po natin ang Juan Luna, Ilaya, Tabora, Carmen Planas. Last week po, nasa Claro M. Recto kami up to Divisoria.
I just have to ask you, gentlemen, a good example, case in point. Yung construction sa San Marcelino, patungo sa United Nations Avenue, is that part of the DPWH or the local government? Dahil tila reblocking ito eh. Ang problema, pag araw ng linggo, nakatiwangwang yung construction. Ano ba yung hard and fast rule pag may construction? Is it 24/7? O ano ba yan? Pakyaw ba yan? Per ora? Kaya nagtatagal? Do you have an inventory of all these projects?
Sir, in all ongoing road constructions ngayon, sir, ang inaano po namin, especially reblocking, ang inaano po namin, they need to do it between 11 p.m. up to 4 or 5 a.m. So, ang ano po niyan, doon lang po sila, and they can only, excavate a portion that they could fill up before 5 o'clock comes. So, ibig sabihin, kung magsisimula ako ng 11, kailangan ang bubungkalin ko lang yung matatabunan ko rin before the 5 o'clock deadline.
Mukhang linggo na binibilang dito eh.
Kasi sir, continuing po yun, portion by portion po. Kaya nga sinasabi po namin, hindi po yan the whole stretch na isasara. Kailangan kung ano lang yung mabubungkal nyo at matatabunan within that weekend, yun lang po ang i-reblock.
Opo.
We cannot do more than that. And sir, San Marcelino right now, affected po yan ng traffic ng Concordia Bridge at saka ng Otis Bridge. Kaya talaga pong medyo traffic ngayon.
Yung po bang MMDA merong partnership with DPWH to monitor the existing infrastructure like Otis Bridge? Dahil mukhang nasurpresa lahat na magigiba na eh. Wala bang maintenance yan?
Sir, meron po actually 2016 na-approve po yung budget niyan to reconstruct Otis Bridge. Actually, sir, even before, we are just relying on prayers na wag pong bumigay yan dahil alam na po namin na major bridge, tinadaanan ng mga truck, and it needs to be, hindi po repaired. Talagang kailangan na po natin ng bagong bridge dyan.
Oo.
So ngayon, sir, unfortunately, hindi po natin pwedeng i-delay yung Skyway project. Yung Skyway project, sir, dadaan sa Concordia Bridge. Yung Concordia Bridge, sir, yung mga gamit hindi makakadaan doon dahil nakaharang yung Concordia Bridge. So they need to also reconstruct ang Concordia for the Skyway project. So namili po, pwede bang pagsabayan? Hindi. Kasi po pag sumabay yun, napaka-traffic po sa area. But unfortunately, yung OTs even before Concordia Bridge could be completed, bumigay na po. So bumagsak na, literally.
Yeah.
So sabay na po sila ngayon na kino-construct.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I got an important point doon sa paliwanag niya. Tumalab yung panalangin na huwag bumigay yung tulay. May Diyos. Okay? At least na-establish natin, may Diyos. Pero, yung po bang ginagawa sa ibang bansa? You're familiar with London. Well, it's a first world country anyway. How do they manage? How do they monitor? How do they, attend to possible breakdown dun sa infrastructure? Meron ba talagang nakatutok doon?
Oh, ay part of parcel ng implementation. Hindi lang you construct a facility and then hayaan mo na yan. May dapat monitoring system, periodic assessment of your assets. As a matter of fact, yun na rin yung program, happily in the country, that we should focus our attention to preservation of assets. Hindi yung building new ones, no? Dapat yung existing assets mo, you maintain and repair properly. So therefore, you have to do a good monitoring system. DPWH, under a World Bank funded project, has established a good monitoring system. So,
Meron.
yes, mayroon. And so pag i-continue mo lang, in the case of Otis, yun na nga, na-monitor yan, kaya lang, there's always a gap, unfortunately, between a plan and between planning and implementation.
Does it have something to do with budget?
Something to do with budget, but something to do also with institutional setup. Kasi in the country, but especially in Metro Manila, there is no shortage of plans. As early as 1978, thereabouts, may Metro Plan. And then, titingnan mo, ang dami niyan. However, yung mga plano na yan, hindi na implement. Ang tanong, bakit?
Ang sagot?
Ang sagot is something to do with our setup. Even the term of the president, 6 years. So, ang focus is to implement projects that would be open within his term. So, yung mga long-term na actually would entail a significant improvement to our system, nawala na kasi teka, ang opening niyan beyond my term. Fortunately, under this administration, nakikita ko na medyo hindi na ganun yung mindset. Kasi for example, why would you approve a project like a subway? Malaking investment yan. The opening is 2025, beyond the term of the president. Kaya lang,
He may be prevailed upon to stay.
Kaya lang, isang sekretary natin humirit. Sabi natin, pwede ba kahit lang a segment of the subway will be open by 2022?
But,
so, in other words, nasa mindset pa rin is legacy. Diba? Legacy.
Yeah, but Dr. Carl, you will agree with me that the president may be prevailed upon to stay. Di ba? Pero in the event na budget yung problema, cannot the president use his discretionary funds to fund projects like this?
No, actually, meron naman tayong proseso that they can ask for supplemental budgets kung ano man ang gusto. Pero going back doon sa sinabi ni Bong kanina and Dr. Cal, yung kagaya doon sa amin, malapit sa akin, yung siguro i-bring out ko na ito. Yung Dario Bridge, ni-repair yan yung pinatibay yung bridge. Pero hanggang ngayon, hindi na ni-restore yung sidewalk namin, yung butas ng drainage ng bridge, sarado pa rin. Kaya Naglalawa kami, bumabaha.
Saan lugar to?
Dito sa EDSA, near,
Kamarin.
hindi, no. Malapit sa Muñoz.
Oo, tama. Yung
Di ba
Dario
ni-repair yun?
Bridge. Oo, tama. Oo.
Ni-repair yun pero hindi na binalikan
Ah,
Hindi na ibinalik sa
kasalanan
dati.
nung dating administrasyon yun.
Ewan ko kung sino ang
Oo,
bahala.
dahil natatandaan ko.
No,
Dario Bridge,
napag-usapan lang kasi yung monitoring Yung
okay.
monitoring.
But there is a possibility that monitoring could be mispronounced into monitoring.
Well, siguro, alisin na muna natin yon. Pero talagang yung technically, yung mga taong responsible
Dapat.
should do it.
Yes.
Very quick lang.
Yes, please.
Very quick kasi you mentioned about budget. Ayun na nga, mayroon tayong bell. But you will note that yung budget for DPWH hindi nga nagasto, di ba? So we have this problem kasi underspending. So we have this problem. Kailangan natin yung bell. Pero kung kulang naman yung absorptive capacity and we cannot implement our program, may problema tayo, di ba?
All right. Very good. Maganda to. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead with your relevant question.
Good morning. Senate Tolentino po from SMNI KLC. Two things. Yun po bang, kasi yung kaibigan ko may anak na nahulog sa Ilog Pasig, namatay. And pinuntahan ko yung lugar, sabi niya, marami nang namamatay dyan. Kasi di ba may bakod siyang ganon. But there is a portion that has no fence. And so many young people are playing along the area. So yan po, nung tinanong ko rin ang barangay, sabi ng barangay, national ho yan Sabi ko, ibig sabihin, nasa lugar mo, na delikado, walang gagawin ng barangay. So,
Okay.
sino po ba ang may, dyan? May
Okay.
responsibility.
MMDA, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yung easement po ng Pasig River is under DPWH.
Poblasyon po yan.
Yes. Malapit po sa amin yan. Ngayon, ma'am, pero tama po kayo, it's not solely the national. Ngayon, barangay mo, constituents mo yan, meron ka nakikitang dyan, may nakikita kang possibility na makakadisgrasya, dapat you're reporting that. If you do not have the ability to do something about it for the safety of your constituents, then you can elevate the matter. Ang tanong po ba na napagsabihan ba yung national, yung DPWH or yung contractor man lang ng mga easements na yan? Anyway, ma'am, dapat po na-report. If you have the idea, ma'am, then we can submit that to PRRC so that they could coordinate with DPWH kung na-turnover man na sa kanila yan, yung mga easements na yan, para magawa ng paraan kung meron pa hong mga kulang na construction na dapat ginawa para sa kaligtasan ng mga kababayan o yung kabarangay ng kapitan.
Okay.
Sandali
Next
po.
point.
Na-report ko na kasi yan sa 8888. At yung pamilya, nagpatulong din sa PAW. Now, wala namang nangyari. So, another po, tungkol doon sa flood control ng Napindan.
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi madalas kami doon, walking.
Opo.
Napakagandang lugar na pwedeng maging isang park na napakaganda. Pero ngayon po, tingnan nyo, puno ng mga sira-sirang sasakyan, kung ano-ano. Nasisira na yung mga halaman. Sayang po, sana magawa ng MMDA yan.
Ma'am, sa area po ba namin yung mga sira-sirang sasakyan?
Po.
Or is there a junk shop there?
Parang junk shop na yun.
Junk shop,
Tapos
ma'am.
yung mga bus na nahuhuli,
Opo.
doon tinatambak. Napakagandang
Okay.
Ginawa po kasing impounding yan, temporary impounding namin. Nung matatandaan nyo po, tinanggal na po namin yung impounding area namin sa Pasig. So yung mga ibang impounded buses doon na hindi pa po na-auction, doon po muna nilagay ng MMDA. But yes ma'am, we will look into that, yung sinasabi nyo nagbabaha doon. But all the flood control or the pumping stations ng MMDA ngayon, 57 of them, are all working fine. So lahat po ng mga pagbaba, kung mapapansin nyo, may binabaha pa rin mga portion ng Metro Manila, pero yung pag-subside po niyan ay mas mabilis kumpara dati.
Okay. Maliwanag po. Attorney Santiago, kayong abogado rito Yung ba mga impounded na pag hindi natutubos, pwede na ba tunawin yun at i-donate yung bakal sa Navy? Di ba?
Actually naman, may mga time na hindi na nila kiniklaim din. So, kailangan nilang i-dispose
Pwede nang tunawin. Dahil maganda kasi pag natunaw mo yan, hindi na tayo bibili ng bakal.
Maraming tanso doon.
Yun, okay. Pero marami na rin siguro natanso. Ano? Yes, please.
Sir, from GNN po, JC Cosico. Sir Bong, is there a lack of coordination between the LG of Manila and you? Kasi po sabi ng ibang owners ng towed vehicles, they are paying parking fees sa LG ng Manila, sir.
Yun po before kasi na nag-start kami ng clearing with sa Manila, existing na po yung mga kalakaran, so to speak, na yan, yung may mga memorandum of agreement using the sidewalk as parking lots. We do not allow it. Lalong-lalo na po, yes, lalong-lalo na po sa mga national roads, last week nasa Abad Santos ako, and most of them are mga nakatira dyan, mga business establishments, owned by Chinese businessmen. Napansin namin, lahat na lang po ng mga business establishments yan, even the school, they have memorandum of agreement with Manila allowing them to park for a certain fee. Ngayon, that's a national road, hindi po namin pwedeng i-tolerate, and we cannot stamp our approval sa mga bagay na yan. Kasi po kung there's an anomaly, ma-ombudsman po yung mga naggawa niyan, baka madamay pa kami pag-aaprubahan namin. Kaya po lagi namin sinasabi, actually, I have already talked to Dennis Alcoreza, the head of the MTPB, and I already clarified the matter to him. Nasabi ko, sir, unless it will be approved by the council or the mayor of Metro Manila, and that's the time na siguro magkakaroon kami ng
Imprimatur.
yes sir, na igagalang namin yun. But until such time na siya lang ang nakapirma dun sa memorandum of agreement, I do not think that MMDA will allow it.
So is this, or does that mean it's illegal, sir?
As far as we are concerned, we cannot, well, maybe it's legal in Manila, but when we are there operating on a national road, we cannot allow it.
So does that mean, sir, meron pong lack of coordination nga po?
Well, yeah, per se kasi hindi naman po namin alam yon na meron sila memorandum of agreement yon. Not until the time na nag-operate na kami doon. Pero yung coordination, I knock on their doors. So to speak, I gave them a heads up na we will be operating on Bal Santos. They gave their approval. And MTPB was part of that operation also. So, yun yung nangyari doon. Kasama namin sila nung nag-operate kami sa Abad Santos. Ang sinabi ko lang doon sa operations officer ng MTPB, pasensya na, I cannot stamp my approval then and I will allow it without issuing ticket or nor towing them kung wala yung tao. Kasi, as far as I'm concerned, hindi po papayag ang mga bosses ko sa MMDA.
Sir, kasi diba, it causes confusion among the owners
That's right.
of the vehicles. Any
That's right.
advice, sir, regarding that?
Well, I told them, especially mga affected yung mga may MOA, I told them na hindi po namin pwedeng i-allow yan. So you might as well ask MTPB who issued that, who signed that memorandum of agreement with them, and the one asking for fees, Hindi ko rin alam kung anong standards ng fees na yon. Kung standard ba yon, gantong kalaki, gantong presyo, hindi po namin makita rin yung guidelines nila. So, sa amin, kung kami, when we operate in any LGUs, we coordinate with the local government. So may coordination kami. Pero yung ginagawang MOA to us, medyo may pagkukulang doon. So that's why General Manager Jojo Garcia nakipag-usap na po kay Dennis Alcoreza ng MPTB to write a letter to MMDA regarding all these MOAs that they've done in Manila, especially on national roads.
Thank you, sir.
Anong hard and fast rule sa tow trucks?
You mean towing guidelines namin, sir?
Yeah,
Ang towing guidelines namin, sir, dalawa kasing klase yan. One is attended vehicle, then another one is unattended. So yung attended, ibig sabihin, nandiyan po yung driver. Dumating po yung operations.
Hindi niya inalis.
Nandiyan yung driver, titikitan po namin yan kung tow-away zone yung kalsada. Ibig sabihin, nakapark siya, nandiyan yung driver, titikitan namin siya ng illegally parked vehicle, attended. So, titikitan po namin yung lisensya. Hindi hihilahin po yon. But, yung unattended, ibig sabihin, dumating po yung operations namin dyan, wala po yung driver. We'll give them 5 minutes. Ito po, hindi naman po nakasulat, pero it was integrated in our guidelines. Kasi po, ang talagang nakalagay dito sa guidelines namin, bubusina ka ng 5 long times. Then, interval of 1 minute. Then, another 5 long times na busina. Giving the owner a chance to come out
And retrieve.
And yes, sir. So if you will come within the 5-minute period, then it's considered as attended vehicle pa rin. Ticket ka pa rin lang, sir.
Okay.
But if you exceeded the 5-minute grace period, sisimulan na po namin angklahan yan. But now, pinagbibigyan na po namin na as long as hindi pa ho namin naiaangat,
Aha.
titikita
Okay,
pa rin namin, sir.
Okay. Paano yung mga truck na nanghihila na dilapidated? Parang alang karapatan manghila dahil mismo yung truck nga bago lang ang pintura eh. A good example ito, baluktot na yung bumper tapos ewan ko ha.
Sir,
Paano to?
yung
Paano narehistro to in the first place?
Yung accredited po ng MMDA, makikita niyo po yan halos pare-pareho. These are coming from different towing companies. Pero po yung pagkapintura niyan pare-pareho. Nandiyan po yung towing name, nandiyan po yung towing tow truck number, nandiyan po yung penalties na babayaran niyo, nandiyan po yung MMDA hotline. May plate number, kung wala man pong plate number, yung MB file number.
So, wasak yung plaka rito,
At
improvised
saka
pa.
Yung mga cruiser naka-uniform at may ID. So yan po, any absence of those,
Illegal yan.
pwede ho kayong maghinala and you can ask, it is your right to ask them for their authority to tow.
Okay.
Pero po yung pinapakita niyo, sir, hindi po namin accredited
Oo
yan.
nga, hindi nga MTPB to eh.
Yes, sir.
Ito, nakunan ko ng picture, mga 300 meters from where Secretary Villar was noong nakalipas na Miyerkules.
Yes, sir.
Merong event dito, yung bagong tulay. Tatanong ko rin sa inyo yun later. Yes, please.
Good morning. Boots Cantos sa OFW Family Club. Kasi yun sa build, mukhang hindi yata napag-usapan eh. Ang alam ko, mayroong official list ang build ng mga 20 mahigit na projects eh. Nag-umpisa na ho ba?
There are the various stages of implementation.
Meron ng official list na binigis na ano eh.
70, if I'm right, 75 projects yan. All over the country. No, yung build na yan.
Kasi ang nababasa ko sa Jerry, yung mga inaunang ko rin, na kinakarga sa build, yung mga carry over pa under PPP ng nakarang administrasyon, kinakarga sa build. Ngayon, alam ko, hindi pa nag-uumpisa. Dahil inantay ipasa yung train 1. Nag-umpisa na ho ba yung build?
As I've said, it's a 2.5 trillion infrastructure projects. 75 projects yan, identified projects all over the country. Ang na-highlight lang, of course, is yung mga projects dito sa Metro Manila. Pero marami pa rin projects outside Metro Manila. Karamihan yan, tulay, kalsada. No?
Kasi gaya ng sa Cebu International Airport, kinarga sa build. Alam ko sa ano yun eh. PPP yun, ang previous.
Noong nakalipas pa yun.
Nakalipas
pa yun.
Cavite, Laguna Expressway, PPP din yung previous administration, pero kinarga sa build ngayon. Kaya, nag-umpisa na ako ba yung build? Kasi,
Yun na nga ang sagot
Yun na,
eh.
yun na.
Nagsisimula na.
Various stages of implementation. Yung iba hindi natin napapansin kasi like for example, yung design ng mga infrastructure na gagawin, is still ginagawa pa. Yung iba naman is hinahanapan ng pera, no, kung saan tayo makakita ng pera para matustusan yung mga projects na yan. Meron mga completed na nga naman, like for example, airports, yung mga ports na ni-rehabilitate nila. No? Meron na. Mabagal lang kumilos. Kasi alam nyo naman, ang implementation dito sa atin ng mga proyekto, hindi ganun kabilis. No? Especially, like for example, pag-uusapan natin ang problema ng right-of-way. Although meron tayong bagong batas as far as right-of-way is concerned, but that is a major concern. Like for example, itong ating Skyway project na ginagawa ngayon, although siguro mga 75% ng project is nakatungtong sa public road, dahil kasi kalsada yan. But like for example, yung mga ramps na may tatamaang mga building, o kaya yung mga poste ng national grid, and GCP, na kailangan mo ilipat kasi hindi maipit yung tawag nito, yung ginagawang construction doon, hindi mailagay yung girder. So doon nagtatagal ang proyekto. Like for example, yun na rin yung nag-intersect. Yung isang project namin, yung C6. Yung C6 project, that is the Southeast Metro Manila Expressway, no? Yan yung magkukonekta ng Bikutan with Batasan, no? Yung first phase. Nag-i-intersect yan sa ilang project din ng DOTR like yung PNR, yung improvement ng PNR, yung PNR, yung sinasabi nila, yung kanilang train, yung commuter train is elevated na, hindi na yung at grade, ano? Kasi nga naman, kung napapansin nyo, yung PNR, every time na tumatawid ng Espanya, tawag nito, just may Buendia, nagkakagulo yung traffic dahil sinasara yung kalye, no? So, gagawing elevated. Then, doon din sa lugar na yun, sa may parteng Bikutan na yun, doon din magtatapos yung subway na gagawin, ano? So, nag-i-intersect doon. So, paano gagawin paraan, engineering yan, ano? Kung paano magpapagsama-sama yung proyekto na yun doon sa lugar na yun.
Okay. Yes. Would you care to react to the discussions, Dr. Cal? Coming from the academe, ito ba mga proyektong ito talagang kailangan in the first place? Dahil sa baka naman we're overdoing our plans pagkatapos hindi na natin kaya. Please.
Well, the majority of the projects kailangan natin, pero may mga projects din yan na yung feasibility suspect, no? In fact, walang honest to goodness feasibility study.
So it's more of a possibility study, hindi feasibility.
Hindi, pero part of decision making siguro is political consideration. So may projects pa rin na suspect yung economic and economic viability, kaya lang for political considerations ipinasok sa list.
So there is a strong possibility that we may have white elephants.
Only very limited. Hindi naman majority nga sinasabi ko na may ganyan. May few projects lang naman na I consider.
Have you
suspects.
considered which projects these are?
Oh, of course. Alam ko kung saan yung mga projects na yan.
Would you give us a hint?
May isang project in Davao, yung rail project.
Alin po ron yung Tagum, Davao?
Then yun, yung Tagum.
Yung Digos.
Yes, yeah.
Bakit po?
Kasi the volume would not justify the construction of that rail. The other one, which is to me is questionable, yung project na rail from Subic to Clark for cargo.
Bakit po?
Kasi mayroon ka ng magandang expressway, pwede mo namang ma-transport yung cargo by road, and then mayroon kang rail dedicated to cargo. I don't think, again, the volume of cargo would really justify the cost of construction. That's another example. Then mayroon pa rin yung
Sige nga po.
mga proposed bridges in the country, linking, for example, let us say Cebu to Bohol, yung mga gano'n, Iloilo to Guimaras, Bacolod to Guimaras. So may mga ganyan na, although yung may I quickly comment na yung sa Cebu to Bohol, kung bridge lang ang pag-usapan to carry traffic, medyo questionable. Pero kung i-add mo na yung alignment na yon will also provide for water connection. Let us say, kasi kulang ang water sa Cebu, no? And then, however, sa Bohol, marami. Ang tubig. Kung gagamitin mo yung tulay
Para
na
daanan ng tubo?
Daanan ng tubo,
Pwede.
pwede na yung i-combine mo yung dalawa. Yung mga ganon.
Okay. Mabuti po. Hindi po kaya kayo mga nganib dyan sa sinabi niyo? Baka may magalit eh. Okay lang. No? Pinag-aralan niyo naman yun eh. Saka okay. I don't know. Are our enforcers equipped na magpatupad ng batas? Yung aking may bahay, lumampas sa red light. So, tinikitan, passing through. Sabi ko, ano yun, sa basketball, passing through. You know, ito yung pangharap mo sa tao eh. Alam ba kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng passing through sa reckless at yung swerving? Would you care to comment on this?
Well, yung ginagamit nilang definition ng swerving, kung bibigla kang lilipat ng maraming lane, hindi yung one by one. Kasi especially nung bagong ini-implement yan, kahit yung enforcers medyo nahihirapang ipaliwanag yan eh. So yung swerving na ginagamit, even in traffic rules, when you change lane, one at a time, one lane at a time. Pero yung iba kasi talagang diretso na kinakat na nila.
Okay, so yun. Okay, maganda po yun. Thank you for the clarification. Yes, please.
Yeah, Ronnie from DCRJ. Tanong ko lang may tatanong ako pero gusto ko lang ihambing yung tanong ko sa ibang bansa. Kay Dr. Cal, sa doktor galing ng London. I've been in London 3 weeks, nagbakasyon kami doon, Singapore.
Napakaswerte mo, kapatid.
Hong Kong. Matagal na po 'yon. Pero
namang pasalubong.
inahambing ko yung traffic situation kasi sa London nandoon ang disiplina ng tao, pero dito sa Pilipinas nakikita ko only in the Philippines walang disiplina ng tao. Just correct me if I'm wrong, sa London kasi kahit sa Singapore, sa Hong Kong, may mga designated area ang mga buses pag bumabiyahe. Kung saan ang designated ng buses, doon ka lang pwedeng pumick up ng pasahero, doon ka rin pwedeng magbaba. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, lalo na sa EDSA, wala akong nakikitang terminal na pwede lang mag-drop o mag-pick up ang ating mga buses, kaya nagkukos ng traffic.
Okay.
Isa yan sa mga tinatanong ko, bakit sa MMDA, kayo po, na-experience na ba natin yan na lahat naman siguro na bawal yung may coordination ba tayo sa DPWH ng ganyan?
Okay. Dagdagan ko pa po. Yung pong disiplina ng super pag mayroong roundabout, sa Paris, sa Rome, makikita mo maraming roundabout, pero hindi nagbabanggaan at nagbibigayan. Ano po ang problema?
Dyan na mo. Sir, unang-una yung sa mga bus stops, we have 36 all over EDSA, north and southbound. Alam naman po na yan, color-coded pa yan, A, B, C, yung, para hindi po sila sabay-sabay na pupunta sa mga bus stops na yan. So, sinegregate po natin sila. May A, may B, may C. Sir, talaga po, disiplina ang problema. Alam naman po ng mga bus drivers yan, ng mga bus companies, ilang beses na po silang brief dyan. So, that's why we resorted to CCTV. Kasi nga, ang napapansin nung una, baka nalalagyan yung mga enforcers na nakaposte dyan. Kaya, kanya-kanya sila doon, So ngayon, ang ginawa namin, nilagyan po namin ng CCTV yan para, kahit maglagay ka sa enforcer, hindi mo naman nalalagyan ng CCTV, huli ka pa rin. Then another thing, yung closed door policy, naglagay na po tayo na unless at designated bus stops, doon ka lang magbubukas ng pinto mo. Ibig sabihin, hindi makakasakay, walang makakasakay at walang makakababa since na closed door yan. Magbubukas ka lang doon sa mga bus stops. Then again, meron pa rin pong sumisingit dyan. Ewan ko po kung saan nila nakukuha yung lakas ng loob nila. Kung makailang huli ka sa isang araw, ewan ko na lang kung may kikitahin pa yung driver dyan. So, ngayon, yung non-contact apprehension namin, we have intensified it. Ngayon po, nakakahuli kami ng halos 50,000 apprehensions in a month. Malaki po yun kumpara sa dati. And yung turnover, yung pagsisend ng summon, wala na po kaming backlog dyan. Ibig sabihin, updated na po. Nagkaroon po kami ng backlog for a time dahil yung pag-send, yung pondo para pagpapasend nitong mga summons na to, hindi po napondohan. So nagkaroon kami ng backlog, kaya meron po tayong mga kababayan na nakaka-receive, ang huli pa nila 2010. But then again, we need to do this para mawala kami ng backlog, updated na po kami dyan. So if you are caught via non-contact apprehension, expect it within 5 days. Nandiyan na po yung ticket nyo sa mail nyo.
Opo, dagdagan natin. Yes, Dr.
Hindi kasi you mentioned right of way sa rotonda.
Opo.
Unfortunately, yung land transportation and traffic code, incomplete. Yung walang description of the right of way to negotiate a rotonda. Ang andong naka-indicate doon, na if you approach an intersection without any visible signs, the right-of-way rule is that you give way to vehicles coming from the right. Okay? Kung susundin mo yan sa rotonda and you give way to vehicles from the right, either may accident or mag-lock yung rotonda. Kasi ang international rule on a rotonda is that vehicles already in the rotonda have right-of-way. But yung ganyan, wala sa Land Transportation and Traffic Code, and it has to be handled by a local traffic ordinance. Eh, kung wala ring local ordinance and wala ring education program, paano malalaman ng mga users kung ano dapat yung proper right-of-way rule?
But it is never too late, right? Never too late.
Oh, of course, so. But we are, I'm advocating really amending the Land Transportation and Traffic Code to make it complete and also to make it to update yung mga obsolete provisions. One obsolete provision, for example, is yung traffic, yung speed limit. Yung speed limit nasa Land Transportation and Traffic Code, and then it has a provision which says local government units do not have the power to change these speed limits. So for example, isang speed limit mo on arterial road, naka-indicate lang doon na speed limit 40 kilometers per hour. So in fact, wala kang basis to make it 60. And then the LGU cannot make it 60 because the code says LGUs do not have the power to change the. Kaya nga yung, for example, I do not know, ang MMDA ba has that power, di ba? Like for example, saying na along Commonwealth 60 lang, di ba? Pero ang magaling si now President Duterte. Kasi sa Davao, ang ginawa niya without even an ordinance, an executive issuance, sabi niya, for city streets 30 kph, for arterial 40, exactly the speed limits in the code. So simply he has not violated any law. In fact, he was enforcing the law.
Uh-huh.
Diba?
Okay.
Actually, Melo,
Yes, please.
Actually, noon din dati, ayun ang aking isang issue eh. Because ito, piloto tong si Bong eh. Actually, yung ang mga eroplano natin, pag take off, meron siyang economic, di ba, may economic height, altitude. Itong sa ating speed limits, hindi ka pa, yung 60, doon ka pa lang nagpo-port gear eh. Di ba? Eh ngayon, binabawal natin. Kaya sa Makapagal Highway, gumawa tayo ng malapad na highway, pero ayaw nating pabilisin yung mga sasakyan. But going back sa sinabi ni Dr. Cal, actually in my time, pinablish namin yung sa rotonda. Basta priority ang nandoon na sa loob ng circle. Pero tama yun, wala pa yan sa batas. But we just followed the international code for our issuances.
But DPWH did
Yes,
better.
please.
DPWH did better. Inalis na yung mga rotonda.
Ayun.
Before, di ba, may rotonda.
May under circle pa.
Yun
Muntik
na
na,
lang
muntik na.
Yan na lang ang natitira.
Saka yung mabuhay.
Yes.
Welcome Rotonda.
Welcome.
Pag nawala yung Welcome Rotonda, magagalit si George San Mateo. Doon sila nag-iipon eh.
Pero, yung nabanggit kanina nung yung tungkol sa bus, alam nyo, kailangan baguhin yung sistema eh. Kung titingnan nyo, halimbawa, obserbahan nyo mabuti dyan, sa EDSA lang, sari-sari ang kulay ng mga bus na tumatakbo dyan. Kung gano'ng karami ang kulay ng mga bus na yan, gano'ng karami ang operator. Gano'ng karaming operator. So, hindi mo may iwasan na magkanya-kanya sila na
Uso pa ba yung
diskarte dyan.
Uso pa ba yung maraming bus pero walang bus?
Meron yan. Meron pa yan.
Meron pa?
Meron pa yan. Meron pa yan.
Sayang naman.
Meron pa yan.
Nandun pa ba yun?
Nandiyan pa yan. Nandiyan pa yan. Hanggat hindi nababago yung sistema, like for example, you talk of Hong Kong. Ilan ang bus company sa Hong Kong? 2. No? Dito sa atin, yan. Bilangin mo kung gaano karami yung kulay o yung mga stripes ng mga bus dyan. Ganong karami yan nung nagpapatakbo ng bus operators. So, hindi talaga titino ang sistema. Paano mapapatino yung sistema? Baguhin mo yung sistema.
Eh, paano yung pagpasok ng Grab at iba pa?
Yeah, and well, of course,
nagkakaroon tayo ng sitwasyon like yung Grab or whatever, yung TNBS, kasi nga magulo yung ating public transport system eh. Kaya nakakaisip tuloy yung iba na gumawa ng ganyan.
Okay. Bong and Dr. Cal, let me ask you before I give the floor to our colleagues again. Do I get the impression that the government is always 2 steps behind technology?
3 steps.
Or 3 steps behind technology? Why is it that technology is always advanced and government rules and regulations seems to be wanting?
Tama yan, always behind. Yung problem natin about bus, no? So many operators, totoo yan. But to be fair again, that's part of the modernization program of this government. And in fact, under bidding now, is the preparation of local public transport route plan for Metro Manila and neighboring provinces, hindi lang Metro Manila, no? To cover. And the idea niyan is to precisely look at the public transport system, road public transport system, and then modernize. Titingnan na yung hierarchy of types of public transport na meron kang major routes, yung buses and even the BRT and all that. Pagkatapos, limit the number of operators. In fact, pwede ngang 1 operator per route. So that's now on the very much part of the program of modernization, no? Under bidding ngayon yung consultants to do it.
Okay.
So,
May liwanag pala.
Oo, meron namang maliwanag, but tama yung sinabi mo,
3 steps
two
behind.
stops or 3 steps behind.
Okay.
Actually, Melo, this is not new eh. This was also planned doon sa Metro Plan before, kasama yung Labas. Oo, ito na yung dating dinidiscuss.
Ito na.
Oo, bus route in the 70s. Pero nawala ng implementation follow-up eh.
Okay. MMDA.
Sir, with regards to modernization, actually, the MMDA leadership right now is finding ways to cope up with the technology around the world, especially in our neighboring countries. Alam niyo po, ilang beses na po nagpunta ng South Korea ang liderato ng MMDA to get more ideas from them. As far as technology is concerned, nandiyan na po yung trying to put up a smart city in Metro Manila, just like what they did in Seoul. Meron na po tayong mga CCTV ngayon, which helps us in our enforcement, non-contact apprehension. We are just trying to elevate it. 3 steps behind or 4 steps behind, the thing is we're moving up the pace so that at least to keep up with the changing times, especially in our region.
Okay. Thank you very much. If we're to compare the mass transport in the Philippines, how would we compare with Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore? Sa ASEAN lang muna.
Well, one thing I observed sa Korea especially,
Asia.
pag naglalakad ka doon sa subway system, may sign sa nilalakaran mo, may sign sa gilid, at may sign overhead. Hindi ka maliligaw eh. Dito sa atin, pumunta ka lang sa parking ng mall. Maliligaw ka kung saan ang exit eh. Kulang sa signage.
Okay, signage. Magandang idea yan para sa mga politiko, mag-i-eleksyon. So maraming signages na ilalagay.
Morning po ulit. Kay Sir Bong ulit. Sir Bong, napupuri ka ng marami doon sa ginawa mo sa Balintawak, sa sidewalk. Sa Tondo, puri ka rin. Narinig mo lang kanina. Ang tanong po, kailan ka kaya pupurihin ng mga taga-Dimasalang, particular sa Dangwa? Dahil wala nang madaanan yung mga tao ron, yung mga estudyante, marami
Kaya
nagkakasakit.
delikado yung sinasabi mo. Pinagbabantaan na to, bulaklak yun nandun.
Di ko naisip yun, sir, pero sir, well, we're coming up with a list. May mga priority po kasi kami ng mga areas na yan, especially those who have an impact in reducing the traffic. So that's why we started yung mga marketplaces, sir. Gateway from the south, Baclaran. Gateway from the north, which is Balintawak. Sa western, yung Divisoria. Yun po, iniisa-isa po namin yan. And even Commonwealth, Ang sa amin po, bigyan niyo po kami ng oras lang para maisa-isa namin yan. Sir, nandiyan na, nasa site na po namin yung Di Masalang. It's a matter of coordinating with Manila kung kung kailan po namin pwedeng i-operate yan. But that gives a heads up to those who are violating the law na nag-occupy ng sidewalk at saka lumalagpas sa kalsada.
Okay. More questions from the floor? Meron pa po ba? Si Willard. Wala, Willard? Mga ambush ka lang? O sige. Okay, let's look forward. What are we to expect sa mga susunod na buwan o taon? What are we to
Well,
expect?
we can see na maraming programs addressing these problems. Talagang siguro nagawa na lahat. Kung Metro Manila pag-uusapan, all action programs had been, or courses of action, parang ginawa na nila lahat. Talagang hindi na lang uusto yung supply doon sa demand. Kahit ano, sabi ko nga kay chairman dati, kahit anong number coding ang gawin natin, hindi na mababago yan. Ganun pa rin ang problema natin. So talagang drastic ang kailangan.
Okay, napasok ako sa Ayala Alabang one Saturday. May nakita ko mga bahay, nakapark na yung sasakyan sa labas ng garahe. Sa dami ng sasakyan. So, ibig sabihin, bumili sila ng mga sasakyan para makaiwas sa number coding. Don't you think it's about time for us to do something about the number coding?
Yes, hindi na siguro hindi na tatalab yung number coding. But that brings me, let's say, sa site ko na lang example, ang Pilam Homes. Ito ginawang separate barangay. Sinimentuhan out of funds ng taxpayers. Pero up to now, hindi ka makapass through and through. Siguro itong isa sa dapat nating gawin Kasi pag nakikita ko, nakakasimba ko sa kanila.
Pero hindi ka pwede lumusot.
Hindi ka pwede lumusot sa kabila. But sabi ko, nagbayad ako ng taxi. Itong pinagpagawa nito. Separate barangay na siya.
Okay, yes please.
Number coding.
Number coding.
Kasi I did research on the effectiveness of number coding.
Or the lack of it.
Ang findings, yung mga karamihan sa mga car owners bumili ng another car. So, ang problema, it's actually worsening the situation. So, I have been advocating replacing number coding with a more effective means. No? Mayroon, like for example, the one in Singapore is electronic road pricing or a form of road pricing. Kaya lang, I'm also saying it's not timely to implement this more effective traffic restraint.
Because I will ask you,
Why?
Doctor, what kind of roads are we talking about?
Hindi, kasi hindi lang roads, kundi ganito. Magagalit yung car users kung implement mo yan, no wala ka namang binigay na alternative. So, ang sequence, improve mo muna ang public transport system, including in particular along EDSA, MRT3, sayang because you can really double its capacity, improve its service, then yung point-to-point, etc. In other words, overhaul and improve the public transport system to provide car users with an alternative. Once it is in place, then you replace, but even now you can really scrap the number coding because it's already it's worsening than improving the situation. Then implement a more effective traffic restraint, such as the one in Singapore, the electronic road pricing, and you can try that out along EDSA first. And in fact, it is something na pwede mong gagamitin yung PPP, and you invite the private sector to put in place this road pricing scheme.
Okay.
Alam mo, Melo, nanganak pa nga ng problema yung color coding na yan.
Bakit po?
Color room.
Color room.
Yes. Bumili ako ng extrang sasakyan. So may surplus akong sasakyan. Kaya anong gagawin ko dyan sa surplus kong sasakyan? So, gamitin ko paghahanap buhay.
So, color room ang
Color
tawag
room.
doon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yan, kaya dyan na buhay. Dyan nanganak yung UB Express. Then ito, yun. Ngayon, yung Grab, yung mga ganyan.
Okay. So, ganun pala yun, ha? All right. Sa MMDA, yung number coding, will it still hold?
Yes, sir. It's still a policy that we follow. Ngayon, if there will be suggestions from the local governments to scrap it, like what Dr. Cal said, then i-bring up po sa agenda ng Metro Manila Council yan. Then yung congestion pricing na sinasabi, it's also one of the ideas during the time of Sir Tim Orbos na bring up na po rin sa council yan. Pero ang yun nga, a lack of alternative, and at the same time yung putting up of infrastructure kung paano mo gagawin yan, yung mga RFIDs at saka yung mga reader, those are the ones that have been considered during that time, kaya hindi po natuloy. You're asking for what do we see in the future. Alam niyo po, marami nagsasabi sa amin na yung parang exercise in futility yung ginagawa namin clearing, dahil pagkatapos namin i-clearing, bumabalik naman po yung mga vendors. Ito lang naman po masasabi namin, we cannot force the people who is not ready to hear us. But you cannot underestimate the seed that we have planted. Kaya nandiyan po, nararamdaman nila na may batas about sidewalks, about the roads, and that's the reason why we are there to implement it. Kaya yun lang po, maramdaman nila, tutuloy-tuloy po namin yung programa until such time na everybody will be on board with what we are doing.
Magkano multa ngayon pag nahuli ng MMDA, merong infraction sa traffic?
Depende po.
Reckless driving, gano'n?
Ay,
Magkano?
2,500 sir with
Okay.
confiscation.
Yung pagsasakay at pagbababa sa hindi dapat pagsakyan at pagbababa ng mga
I think
utility.
500 sir.
May suggestion, gawin daw 30 pesos yung multa. Pero mas effective yung mga closed-circuit television dahil sa loob ng isang araw, yung isang jeep, mga 10 beses lalabag yun. 3,000 yun. So, pag 3,000 at hindi nakatubos ng lisensya niya, hindi na magmamaneho yun. Susunod na sa batas.
Alam niyo sir, with my experience sa MMDA, ang pinakamarami pong apprehension na nakita ko is 90. Nung nagsimula po kami ng integration ng LTO with MMDA, hindi sir, na 90 tickets overall, na hindi niya unpaid tickets.
Anong klaseng chuper ito? Chuper ng ano?
Jeepney.
Jeep. Okay. So, paano yun? Hindi makakapag-renew ng
Hindi
lisensya.
makapag-renew, pero makakapag-renew siya only if he will
Bayaran
pay
niya.
everything.
Magkano yun?
Mga almost 30,000 sir.
30,000. Kukuha sa Bombay yun. Pero kung yun ay binaba mo sa 30, sa dami ng violation, pati yung jeep kukulangin pag binenta.
Alam mo, buti nabanggit yun. Yung isang anak ko, meron siyang ticket ng MMDA before. So binayaran sa bangko. That was the rule. Nito magre-renew na sa LTO, hindi pa siya nakiklear. Kaya ngayon, delinquent na siya. So siguro yung monitoring noon upload.
Okay. All right. Siguro kailangan natin dito yung Smartmatic, ano? Magaling yung Smartmatic, di ba? Anyway, seriously speaking, what can the general public expect, let's say from the Toll Regulatory Board? Because somebody sent a message nung makita yung ating advisory. Yan ba mga build na yan? Pag nagawa na ba yan? Lahat ba yan may toll na?
Depende yun.
Sige nga.
Depende yun. Hindi naman lahat ng build project may toll. No? Yun lang very specific. Like for example, itong ginagawa rito sa Metro Manila ngayon. Yung mga skyways, na, well, the idea of itong urban tollways natin is to make yung pag-travel mo from point A to point B faster, no? Dahil hindi ka nadadaan doon sa upgrade level. But of course, may nakikita kaming problema dyan. Like for example, right now, if you're coming from Alabang taking the Skyway, it will only take you around 25 minutes from the ramp doon sa Alabang hanggang doon sa ramp sa Amorsolo. Pero pagdating doon sa baba, mga 2 oras yun. No? Yun ang problema. Yun ang nakikita naming problema na dapat na mabigyan na rin ng solution. Like for example, if you're coming from Quezon City, sasampa ka ron sa E. Rodriguez, it will only take you around 15 minutes to reach the ramp doon sa Buendia. Pero pagbaba mo ron sa Buendia proper, that's another problem.
Okay. Wala bang balak yung TRB na mag-install ng comfort rooms doon sa inyong mga lugar?
Well, may mga, as far as amenities are concerned, depende yung kasi sa lugar. Depende sa lugar yun, ano? Kung if the space permits. Pero kasi kalsada lang yan eh. Kalsada lang yan.
Okay. Kung sabagay sa India, may isang minister sumabit dahil jumingil sa palayan. Bawal na bawal pala yun. Yes, please.
Sir, Jojo Sikat, Politico.com, Abante Online. Sir, taon-taon na lang may natitirang savings dun sa mga projects natin. How can we assure na hindi masasayang yung pondo natin dyan sa build na matatapos yung mga proyekto, hindi mapuputol, tulay na walang daan, kalsadang putol-putol. Yung ba'y namomonitor natin lahat ang project ay maayos, walang magiging problema sa right of way, baka nakaporma na tapos may problema para sa right of way, di rin matatapos, masasayang lang yung pondo, sir.
Bert?
Alam mo, lahat naman ng mga projects na may feasibility studies yan na ginagawa. No? So, kasama na rin yan, of course, yung pagmamonitor niyan, whether it is implementable or not. As what Dr. Carl said, there are certain projects that, of course, needs to be reviewed, no, for its kumbaga sa yung viability niyan, ano. Like for example, pag nagagawa ka ng tollway, ang isang titingnan mo diyan is yung AADT, no, yung average annual daily traffic, no. Kung kaya ma-sustain, dahil kasi kung gagawa ka ng tollway tapos ang magiging presyo naman yan, let's say for example, for a 10-kilometer tollway is 100 pesos, medyo masikip yun para sa mga ordinaryong motorista. No? But as far as yung sinasabi mo kanina, yung savings, ano, ba't ba nagkakaroon ng savings? Dapat yan, nagagastos lahat yan eh. So yung sa implementation niya nagkakatalo. No? Sa implementation niya nagkakatalo. Like for example, right now, DPWH is being questioned dahil kasi because of underspending. Kasi na rin, problema ng mga contractors nila, no? Na inaumpisahan yung project, tapos hindi natatapos. Monitoring, may problema. No? All these things, all these things boils down to one thing, good governance. Good governance. No?
Sir, are you admitting na dito sa build may mga project pa ba na dapat pa bang i-review ngayon?
Yes. Yes. Maraming projects yan, as I've said, ano? From Pari down to Sulu, no? May mga projects diyan na siguro dapat tingnan uli. No, like for example, yung tulay na magkukonekta one island to another, baka mas mabuti pa ayusin mo na lang yung port, ayusin mo yung serbisyo ng barko, then that will solve the problem. No, rather than build a bridge, alam mo yun, like for example, itong bayan natin, earthquake prone ito. So, although may engineering solution doon sa mga projects na yan, but then, at what cost? At what cost? No?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. I received word from the Office of the Secretary requesting for a rescheduling on the topic. So don't be surprised, we will be inviting you again sa isa na naman talakayan on the build. Because we will hold them accountable for a good briefing about the projects, and then we can raise the concerns. At the same time, may binanggit si Engineer Swansing, we will invite PVOLCS and Pag-asa to sit with us because we are a disaster-prone country. How will the structures stand? Should there be earthquakes? Should there be typhoons and flash floods? What can we expect from MMDA?
Well, MMDA will continue to answer and do its mandate through the leadership of Chairman Danny Lim. Makakaasa po kayo na nandyan lang yung MMDA, umulan, umaraw, at bahaman o hindi, we will continue answer our mandate.
Yeah. Will you be able to file reports about flooded areas in Metro Manila? Because the next question is, yan naman bumabaha pag umuulan lang. Pero ang problema yung plastic at iba pa, may papel din yung LGU ron, right?
Yes, sir. Yung talagang yun nga po pakiusap natin sa ating mga kababayan na maging responsable tayo sa pagtatapon ng ating basura. Dahil po yan, pag umulan at bumaha, sa atin po ang balik niyan. And sir, would just like to report na 57 of our pumping stations are working very well. And that's why yung mga pag-subside po ng baha ay mas mabilis na kumpara dati.
Yeah. Very good, very well. Pasalamat ako sa Undoy, nalinis lahat yung estero, saka yung mga ilog. Pero after Undoy, puno na naman.
Well, incidentally, Melo, no, alam mo yung, although nangunti na ang ating mga flooded areas, up to now, meron ako dating sinasuggest na kami sa military, we have some mastering areas na sinatawag. Pagka bumaha kasi, takbo ng takbo yung mga truck natin, naghahanap ng mga stranded passengers. We have not designated yung pick-up points. Dapat kung halimbawa, malapit ka nung dati ang Espanya lumulubog, pwedeng sabihin mo, lahat ng mga stranded sa Espanya, maglakad papuntang Welcome Rotonda. Para yung mga truck din natin, organize kung saan sila hahanapin.
Okay? Yes, from the academe.
Optimistic pa rin ako sa prospect. Kaya lang, we cannot expect answers to traffic congestion in a short period of time, unfortunately. Under the DREAM plan, you would invest something like $60 billion up to 2030 for infrastructure improvement.
Really?
Oo, ganun.
Okay.
So, that indicates really the gap, di ba, of supply and demand. So, kahit anong gawing mong education, enforcement, of course, it will improve, but not address the problem kasi nga malala na yung problema.
You expect the subway to at least remedy some situation, problems?
Yeah, of course. So, siyempre. Kasi,
We can only hope that the subway will remain a subway and not a sandwich. Oh, di
so
ba?
still, I'm optimistic. And then sa ngayon, maraming ang plans in place and even mayroong big budget under the NEDA for feasibility studies. And now they are up for bidding, included dyan yung, by the way, Pasig River ferry service.
Oh,
Kasama dyan, no?
hindi na katulad nung ginawa ni Francis Tolentino na tugboat na nilagyan ng katawan ng minibus.
Ngayon,
Hindi na ganun.
Hindi na ganun kasi it's subject to
Oo.
a proper study.
Oh, sabi kasi ng Marina nung walang prangkisa yun eh. Nag-ferry ng sasakyan ng tao, tugboat. Tapos nilagyan ng kaha ng minibus. Hindi ko nga alam kung paano nangyari yun. May pahabol ka, Iho?
Sir, ano lang po, clarification lang po, sir.
Sige.
Sir Bong, you mentioned kanina yung pong sa road networks. Ano po ulit yung 8,200, sir? Clarify ko lang po yan.
Well, sa 646 square kilometers na area ng Metro Manila, you need 30% of road network. So translating that, kailangan mo mga 8,200 kilometers of road networks for the area that we have. But in actuality, ang meron lang tayo right now is around mga 5,200.
Sir, in layman's term, can you please explain to us ano po yung road networks na
Road
to?
networks yung mga kalsadahan natin that connects the different cities in Metro Manila. So right now, yun nga, we only have 5,200 kilometers, where in fact we need 8,200 with the area of Metro Manila.
Yeah.
Sir, this Monday po, SONA, ano po yung ating paghahandang ginagawa lang, sir?
We're clearing the Sona route. That's Commonwealth IBP road, both directions. Aside from that, we're also right now we makikita nyo yung tropa namin nandito sa Ross Boulevard Service Road. This is because this is one of the tasks that was given to us by the President in his last Sona na i-through and through namin from Baclaran up to TM Calao ang Ross Boulevard Service
Nangyari
Road.
naman.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
So we are just maintaining it free from obstruction at saka illegally parked vehicles.
Pero Bong, hindi nyo nagalaw yung instalasyon ng Amerikano ro sa Pasay. Ano?
Sir, nagalaw na namin yung half of it. We have already talked to them about the remaining half na kukunin namin. Just that may engineering intervention kaming kailangan from DPWH, especially yung pag-remove ng both obstructions end-to-end nun.
Okay.
But at least half of it, meron na po kami.
Hindi sila nag-claim ng sovereignty ron. Eh?
Atin po yun eh.
Kaya nga eh. Okay, thank you. Bert, TRB, what are we to expect?
Well, as I've said, meron tayong mga ongoing projects dito sa Metro Manila, no, regarding how to ease yung pag-travel natin, north to south and east to west. And hopefully, itong mga tollways na ito na ginagawa natin, some of them will be completed by 2020, no? 2020. And sana ma-alleviate yung hirap ng mga commuters natin, yung mga motorista na nagta-travel. No?
Very good. SONA yung next Monday. We're thinking of another good topic for Monday. Maybe we can ask people what do you expect from the SONA, because it's been said that the president will be talking from the heart. So if the president will be talking from the heart, from which part of his body did he talk during the first two SONAs? Kung hindi mula sa puso, saan galing? Ayun, tatanong lang. Saka isa pa, State of the Nation Address, kung extemporaneous ito, paano kaya niya ma-memorize yung facts and figures, yung growth figures ng bansa? So it has to be a well-crafted State of the Nation Address that we ought to listen to by Monday. So, yung susunod na Monday, babalikan natin ito. Kasama na yung DPWH. Nakiusap sila na makasama sila. O di sige, we will allow them. Because after all, sila yung magbibigay ng briefing on what specific projects will be under build. Probably we can include NEDA too. And DOT. Wow, that's good. Maganda yan. Nice idea. Department of Transportation. So with that, we bring to a close another edition of our Tapatan sa Aristocrat. Have a nice day. God bless us all. Thank you.